I don't want to forget 2016. In 2016, I found out I was naive. In 2016, I found out I was dead wrong, because I thought our culture had made far more progress around professional women than we have. In 2016, it surfaced that one of the largest media companies in the world had a culture of the most rank and extreme sexism. Gretchen Carlson risked her career, her reputation, her future, and she spoke out. Story after story from other women surfaced. Being asked to twirl around during job interviews so the boss could assess your figure. Transparent desks on the set so viewers could see professional women's legs while they were doing their job on the air. Calling down from the control room saying, "More leg, more leg." And pressuring women in job interviews and up for promotion for sexual favors for the boss and the boss's friends. 2016. Let's call that last one out for exactly what it is. That's attempting to pimp out professional women. And all of this was done with a sense of entitlement, with no fear of retribution. It was normalized. Let's try and reframe that. Imagine a company run by women where we asked our male candidates to twirl around in front of us, where we said things like, "Tighter shorts, tighter shorts." More buff, more buff. Where we asked them for sexual favors for ourselves and our friends. It's unimaginable, and yet apparently this is still going on in the so-called progressive business environment of the United States. When that story broke in 2016, I thought that would be the most sexist thing that I would see in years. And instead, we had a tsunami of sexism roll over us in the fall, in the winter, in politics, in media. We have a sexually transmitted disease in our culture, and the result is a sick dynamic, an unacceptable approach to professional women. But we had another type of tsunami wash over us in 2016. An incredible number of powerful, courageous women spoke up. Do you remember Kelly Oxford started that feed in October, and she posted her own story of sexism and abuse? And she invited women to participate, and she was stunned because in 5 days, 10 million women posted their stories. It was a collective unburdening, a massive outpouring, a shedding of misplaced shame, a pushing back against what had been previously normalized and previously hidden. And now we have the march, where millions of women and men march to say this disease is not going to be hidden anymore, that the shame that comes along with this disease does not belong to us. And we're going to remember 2017, but for very different reasons, because this is the year when millions of us said clearly and unequivocally, enough. Michelle Obama said it so beautifully. We feel this personally. This is personal and professional. That became 100% clear in 2016. So, what are we going to do? The great US Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm said women are too patient, and you know what? She's right. We are far too patient. So what are we going to do to achieve parity in status, in treatment, in comp? 1, speak up for yourself. If you are an emerging executive, Watermark is here to help. We will help you craft your compensation conversations, your promotion conversations. It's all tied to benchmarking, to business results for your company. And it takes courage to say yes to your next promotion and guts to put a line in the sand and say no to unacceptable behavior. If you're a senior executive, challenge the status quo. If you have a seat at the table already, you have more power and more sway. Use the data, set timelines, push back against unconscious bias. If you have a seat at the table, you can get more women at the table and in the board. Ask each other for favors. For some reason, we have trouble with that. We shouldn't. Ask each other for favors. Just do it. And look at this, who you can ask. Leverage Watermark's business network. We have the most incredible, powerful executives and companies in Silicon Valley and in the world. We can be the way forward. We can show how this is done. We can be the role models. So join Watermark. Watermark advocates for change. If you're a company, bring us in for a leadership program. If you're an individual, join us. Mary wants me to let you know we've got a special deal on membership today. Take advantage of it. We need to create one laser-focused voice to amplify our influence and create enforceable public policy. Let's use our collective power to accelerate, and not the vision. I talked last year about the vision. This isn't a vision anymore. This is reality of parity throughout the organization and respect for professionals, for human beings, and for women. Thank you for joining us today. So I want to introduce the amazing Jackie Glenn, who lives and breathes this every day. She is the president of Global Diversity and Inclusion at Dell and also one of our sponsors. Thank you.